Hello and welcome to another Doctor Who figure review. In this figure review I shall be looking at the 4th Doctor and Genesis Dalek with removable gun. So before I look at these wonderful figures, let's have a look at the packaging. Okay, so the packaging we should all be familiar by now. Okay, so let's have a quick look at it. So we have the 4th Doctor there with his years. 4th Doctor with Dalek, brackets Genesis of the Daleks, character option logo. We've got with Dalek with Exterminator accessory. On the top we've just got with set includes again, and we Doctor Who logo. On the side we've got a promotional image from Genesis of the Daleks, and what with set includes again. We've got a picture of the 4th Doctor there from the City of Death, and a bit of bio on him. Hopefully you can see that. It's got quite a short little bio on the 4th Doctor. Of course, what we set includes there, and the Doctor timeline. Of course, the 4th Doctor is highlighted because this is the Doctor in the set. And on the other side, we've got what the set includes and another image of the 4th Doctor. The card insert is the Khalid Lab. What people have seen if they got the 4-pack of, well, with Genesis of the Dalek 4-pack with Davros, 4th Doctor, and 2 Genesis Daleks. You can see it's a rather nice card insert, and it looks really cool when you put a Dalek in there, and does look rather believable. So yeah, that's the packaging. Now let's look at the figures. Okay, I'm going to start off with the 4th Doctor. Now the 4th Doctor is basically the Sontaran Experiment 4th Doctor, what we saw in the Sontaran Experiment set with Steyr. Now for me this is a real bonus getting this figure, because the head I got on my Sontaran Experiment one kept popping off, and it won't go back on its body because the scarf pushes it off the peg, and the peg is really small. So it's a nice little way to get this figure again with its little difference, which I shall look at in a minute. So if we look at the articulation, the head does move slightly, but it is hindered by the coat, by the scarf. Sorry, but I wouldn't recommend moving it in case it does pop off and you can't get it back on. So the arm does a full 360-degree turn. You've got 360 at the bicep, elbow, and wrist. No, not 360 at the elbow. Did I say that? I don't know. I'm rather confused. So yeah. You do have waist, but it is really stiff and is really hindered by the duffel coat, so there's no point even trying doing that. You do have thigh, what can do a 360-degree turn, and you do have knee and no foot articulation. So that's the articulation. Pretty standard for a 4th Doctor figure, but we've grown to love it over the years. So if we look at the detail now, so the 4th Doctor head, because that's the thing I'm going to start with, because the paint apps are wonderful on these twin packs. Because the 4th Doctor solemn head, when hatted, does look a bit odd, especially the Seed of Doom Tom Baker figure, where he looks like he has, looks like he needs the toilet basically. And this is a much improved 4th Doctor paint app, and does really cool. So the scarf is a slightly different, is slightly darker than the other scarf. I don't know if it's going to come across in this light. If I get the green, it's sort of slightly a different shade. Well, all the colours are a different shade. It's not really coming across on camera. But it is in person slightly darker. The waistcoat, the torso bit is inaccurate, as people have pointed out. It's meant to be the Wave 1 4th Doctor sort of insert, but it doesn't bother me, because if we did have that, it will make this figure slightly redundant because of his waistcoat there. Also, the tie is slightly darker than the Genesis of the Daleks one, and is a bit more glossier. which is nice. Now the main difference, what makes this a variant, is the trousers. They have mud on them, which is really nice. It's much like the third Doctor from the Time Warrior set with a bit of mud, but this is really nice and gives the figure a bit more of a realistic look. But he's been running through the barren landscape of Skaro, which is really nice. So yeah, this fourth Doctor is a really nice figure and it's just great. And plus he's the only Doctor to come with an accessory. Well, his sonic screwdriver and the Dalek exterminator ray, which I shall look at in a minute, at the Dalek. So yeah, now let's look at the Dalek. So if you've got any Genesis Dalek, you'll sort of know what to expect with this. But the differences with this are, well, the main one is the exterminator ray can pop out. I wouldn't suggest putting it in completely because it will get jammed and you will lose this really cool feature. And as you can see, it sits in there really nicely and it just comes out like that. They have blocked it off so you can't see inside the figure, which is quite cool. Also, the mesh has now been painted with a silver in between the slats, what really does make this Genesis Dalek pop compared to the other Genesis Daleks. As you can see, he does sort of stand out there to the other Genesis Daleks, what makes him look really cool. Also, his sort of fender is got one glossy layer and the other in a matte layer, which is really cool and again does make the figure pop a bit more. So yeah, there's not more I can say on this Dalek really. It's got the standard Dalek detail. I've just gone over some of the little features of this. So yeah, I'll just quickly go through the articulation. The head does a full 360 degree turn. The sucker does a 360 and is on 3 wheels so he can move around. So yeah, I really do like this Genesis Dalek. He's probably one of my favourite ones because of the silver mesh, because he looks different really to the other ones. He's in a matte grey colour and he sort of reminds me of the Product Enterprise remote control Genesis Dalek. Sort of looks along that lines there. We'll just put another Genesis Dalek in there. You can really see that he does stand out with the other Genesis Daleks and he just looks great. So I just put the fourth Doctor back in there. Just move that Genesis Dalek out of the way. So yeah, this set is great for me because I'm getting a fourth Doctor and you're getting a sort of tweaked Genesis Dalek. Would I recommend this set? Yes, if you haven't got the fourth Doctor or you had the same problem like I did with that figure, then yeah. And getting the Dalek with the removable sort of gun is great and just makes the Dalek different really. So yeah, thank you for watching this review. My next review will not be of a Doctor and Dalek twin pack. Yeah, it will be of the Claws of Axos set, and then I'll review a couple more Doctor and Dalek sets, and then I'll review the Damon set, which will be fun. And then after the Doctor and Dalek twin pack reviews, it will be of the Pyramids of Mars set. So thank you for watching this review, and yeah, I will see you in my next review.